streets to the villages far. We're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Best issue, stand up. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach a light on things that make voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Evening light breaking, people tuning in. Different voices calling, let the talk begin. From corruption talk to the people them cry. Asking real questions like why? Community voices, youth them rising strong. Mama them calling, saying things been wrong. We need solution, not every talk. Time to fix the system, time to take a walk. No fear, no favor, we speaking it clear. The truth might be bitter, but the people must hear. From county to county, the message goes spread. Better Liberia, that's the road ahead. Face the issue, no hiding again. Truth on the airwaves, calling us citizens. From Liberia to the villages far, we're speaking the truth, no matter who you are. Face the issue, stand up people. The future is now, not stories of old. We teach our light on the radio, making voices be heard. Every question counts, every single word. Politicians talk, but the people want proof. No more empty promise, we demand the truth. Every patient on give jobs for the youth. Let the leaders answer, let them show the truth. From the 15 counties, every citizen matter, no one escape. This now we country, we all gotta say, face the issues now, no delay. Talk your mind, stand your ground. Let the truth come out loud, make it shake the town. Face the issue, no more silence. We bury our rising, making it proud. Colin, speak up, your voice matters. This is more than a show. It's a movement.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. They come say even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You know what believe it. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football of the very country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to answer because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The standards got a type of breaker.
Okay.
Because when we are wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from body to where and said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, talking of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow. All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me.
Oh.
Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Ome, then he want to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your part has been go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I have many things that why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Let me just first of all apologize to you for the tension we created a few times, especially almost creating embarrassment for this country. As they relate to the speaker, the embarrassment we created to the government that got everybody confused, want to apologize. But let me tell you why it happened. There's always a reason for these things. There's some common practice and the House of Representatives, even the entire legislature. Whenever you go to the first round of election, we are with the second round to determine the speaker. And the issues of consensus, we are with the second round to determine the speaker. We believe that whenever a speaker is the party of the government, it makes our work easier. There will be not too much confrontation. The tension we created this few days emanated from the who felt that tradition to be changed. And remember in the 54, one was Chimo, but then the speaker. They didn't have one member than CDC did. But the fact that Baba Chimo was a sedition, and moreover, his party won the presidency, His Excellency, the former President George Manuel, we decided to give the right to Baba Chimo. There was no contention. Normally, the president takes the speaker and the deputy in the opposition to balance the house. But under our regime, the 55th legislature, there were people who felt it was smarter than us. Instead of following the tradition. After we won the election, our president was waiting for the second round. Fortunately for all Unity Party in Pretoria, we called for a meeting and we told our fellow lawmakers. And this time around, this place for Unity Party. They said, no way. It can't happen. You guys get money more than you. I know more than you. I'm more sophisticated more than you. It can't happen. We want to take the lead. It was on that basis that when we went to the election, we lost our top vote. I'd like to tell you this because I apologize for the tension created by us. But more, there was a reason. It was on that basis that we felt if our government we have an opposition speaker, it will suppress the substance of the referendum. I give that to you, no matter how you feel. It was on that basis that today we might victorious because we know that the house is to have a spiritual
We are pleased that tens of thousands of Liberian citizens have peacefully converged on the grounds and the premises of the capital. We are here to submit a petition statement to tell Joseph Boakai enough is enough. I am not the petitioner. I have only been called upon to introduce a program. So, and now the essence of this program. We are proud of you. We are happy for you. We expect today that Mr. Joseph Yima Boakai, President Joseph Yima Boakai will come here and receive this petition from his own people. Thank you. We know. Hello. We know Mr. Boakai suffers chronic physical and mental incapacitation problem. We know that. So if he will not be, we will understand it. But then he must at least send his vice president to come here. He must at least send his vice president to come here and receive the petition. We are peaceful. We simply want to commit to him our set of grievances and make demands that are reasonable. Hello? If President Boakai or his vice president will not come here, we just received information that they are sending Rachel Kuhn to come here and receive a petition. See, listen. Hello. Thank you. No. So, we are saying the tens of thousands of Liberians representing the over 6 million citizens of this country are saying we will never submit a petition to a rebel speaker. Hello, Rachel Kuhn, a man with the support of Joseph Boakai that attacked the legitimacy and the authority of the Supreme Court will not be recognized as Speaker of this country. Therefore, Rachel Kuhn lacks legitimacy to be Speaker. Rachel Kuhn is an alleged criminal and must be prosecuted for bribery and for corruption. Hello. With that said, the petition will still be read. Okay? The petition will still be read. The program will still go ahead. But someone said, "Paul, if President Boakai does not show up here today or send a respected member of this office to receive our petition, we promise at the end of this program, we, the people of this country, we will come back to the street in the future. And when we come back, And when we come back, the demands that we will make will be far greater than today's demand. Thank you. Thank you. So, again, Chairman, I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our truck cyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard Two is a role, and we will never present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million for 4 Monobo people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. We took away the only means to land them you. You beat them, you kill them. We have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. We are bringing our German police station and schools and campus. We are here to challenge you. Your mess rule is enough is enough. We have come to say enough. We the motorcycle have come to say Amanda. Thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. People struggle. Whoa. Just about that. Whoa. Thank you very much. You want to put a hand together for yourself, please? Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happened to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today, he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. President Humala has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Liberia, other universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Parker. If Joseph Parker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous they say to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They give you the power of water all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Greg. You have killed enough people. You get young people into your job. But we challenge you, if you shoot one part here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one part here, when we plan to leave, we are not happy. We are here to challenge you. So the big body of Megan want you to come here. The big body of Megan want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together when I say congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there the ring to be here today. So the voices can be heard. We stand up to say we are together with the disrespect and protect them against women and children. These are children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the Ministry of Gender and none have been resolved. And the corporate and working cops elections. Sexually around admission and agency. But today we have gotten to that enough. We are in a market today and facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a U.S. rate for 100 dollars. So today, Mr. Walker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic has come to tell you we can bring you down. You must leave. And we
but celebrating small achievements like they just discovered something brand new. Resources leave their land every day, yet many communities are still waiting for basic development to arrive. The oil leaves, the minerals leave, the wealth leaves, and somehow the poverty decides to stay behind. Then one small road is constructed and suddenly the celebration begins like a new planet was discovered.
Songs are composed, banners are printed, and praises start flying higher than migrating birds.
Meanwhile, the community still has no reliable electricity, but the celebration already has generators. The hospital is struggling, the schools are struggling, but the praise singers seem to be doing very well. A child still studies under difficult conditions, yet speeches are delivered as though every problem has been solved. An entire region can wait years for development, then receive one project and be told to remain grateful forever. It is like owning a bakery, receiving one loaf of bread and thanking the baker for generosity. The people own the resources, but somehow they celebrate receiving tiny portions of what already belongs to them.
Sometimes the applause becomes so loud that even the suffering cannot get a chance to speak. The roads are few, the industries are missing, and opportunities remain harder to find than campaign promises.
Yet every election season arrives with enough excitement to make people forget the previous season entirely. Names are sung, praises are repeated, and loyalty is renewed as if leadership just arrived on Earth yesterday. A wealth land should not be celebrating survival when it has the resources to achieve prosperity. The day people demand lasting development instead of temporary excitement is the day the story truly begins to change. Let us talk about people blessed with great opportunities, but celebrating small achievements like they just discovered something brand new. Resources leave their land every day, yet many communities are still waiting for basic development to arrive. The oil leaves, the minerals leave, the wealth leaves, and somehow the poverty decides to stay behind. Then one small road is constructed and suddenly the celebration begins like a new planet was discovered.
Songs are composed, banners are printed, and praises start flying higher than migrating birds.
Meanwhile, the community still has no reliable electricity, but the celebration already has generators.
The hospital is struggling, the schools are struggling, but the praise singers seem to be doing very well.
A child still studies under difficult conditions, yet speeches are delivered as though every problem has been solved. An entire region can wait years for development, then receive one project and be told to remain grateful forever. It is like owning a bakery, receiving one loaf of bread and thanking the baker for generosity. The people own the resources, but somehow they celebrate receiving tiny portions of what already belongs to them.
Sometimes the applause becomes so loud that even the suffering cannot get a chance to speak. The roads are few, the industries are missing, and opportunities remain harder to find than campaign promises.
Yet every election season arrives with enough excitement to make people forget the previous season entirely. Names are sung, praises are repeated, and loyalty is renewed as if leadership just arrived on Earth yesterday. A wealth land should not be celebrating survival when it has the resources to achieve prosperity. The day people demand lasting development instead of temporary excitement is the day the story truly begins to change. Land should not be celebrating survival when it has the resources to achieve prosperity. The day people demand lasting development instead of temporary excitement is the day the story truly begins to change. As if leadership just arrived on Earth yesterday, a wealth land should not be celebrating survival when it has the resources to achieve prosperity. The day people demand lasting development instead of temporary excitement is the day the story truly begins to change.
Okay, so let me say what's up to all of you. Here we are again, back ready to rumble. And we are right here together doing what we can for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And remember, with God, all things are possible. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here working together for the good of our country. And I will continue to do what we can. And together, we can make Liberia a great country. Both the opposition and the ruling. You know, opposition, the definition of opposition is somewhat relative. Because even people in Unity Party can be opposed to some things that the government is doing. So by virtue of the fact that they are opposed to certain policies of their own government, it means that they are opposition to that policy. So there are people who are opposition to all, while some people are opposition to some. While other people are just there, remember now, they choose not to be opposed to anything, they accept anything. So, opposition, it can be defined in different forms and manners. It depends on how it works. But again, for me, I'm opposition to some, not opposition to all. There are others who are opposition to all. I mean, nothing good comes from out of this government. No. I don't go for that. You know, I sometimes try my best to make sure that when the good things happen, we talk about it. When the bad things happen, we'll talk about it. So we'll always be opposed to the bad things. And the only reason they call us opposition journalists is the only reason, indeed, we're standing opposed to how the government is treating the country. For us, we stand with the country. For you, you stand with your party. So we are standing in defense of the country. Any bad thing happening to the party will raise alarm. Then you say, only negative thing you can talk about the referee on the field. Why you say when they're playing good football, the referee does not blow? But when the ball goes across the line, when somebody is kicking somebody from the back, or somebody is trapping somebody down, that's when the whistle blows. That's why we are here. We are whistleblowers. We are not here to blow whistle a good game. No, once the decency of the game is ongoing, we don't blow whistle. We are only here to blow whistle at the bad things that will happen in the game. That's what makes us referees. So we are right here on this very day. You have to say it whichever way it is. At the end of it, you always say it was a good game. But for us, our job on the field, and I, CC, Love, Destiny, Tabla said, me, I'm opposition to all. Ah, God, these students. Hey, I told you people. I told you these my students are interesting students. They don't just follow the teacher like that, though. They are very smart, though. They get their own choice of believing in what they want to believe in. So some people say they are opposition to some. They are not opposition to all. But the Unity Party people used to be opposition to all. So for some of us, we are not opposition, and because we are teachers now, so we can be. But some of our students can choose, to be opposition to all. Not any issue. But we'll get there. With God, all things are possible, and we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that at least we are here together again. We're grateful to the Almighty God that we are trying our best, and our country is right here kicking and running. And we are very, very grateful to the Almighty God for his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding he has given us over the periods. We are forever grateful. Strength. We have gone through turbulent times in recent times, but sometimes you will not see. We are carrying the weight of the country on our shoulders while inward we are crying. You will not see that because it is not meant for you to see it. When you see our tears, you will get broken. So that's why you see parents come home with smiles to their children. We're there to tell the children, oh, today I'm dismissed. I'm sacked. The whole family will break down. People will collapse. That would be too terrible. So even your dismissal letter given to the president or to the home head, who is the father or the mother, whoever it is, you go home and tell them, say, oh, I just decided to leave those people job. They were giving hard time. I told them, yes, let it sack me. Just put up that courage just to tell the family that you wanted it so that they don't break down. But you just go home with your letter in your hand, you sitting there, you start crying, everybody will cry. Everybody will cry because you are the head. So that's why leaders don't have to complain. Because when you complain too much, you make people who are your followers to lose hope. It breaks them down. As a leader, you have to be strong, especially when terrible things have happened to you for which people want to follow you. The smiles on your face, it tells people that there is still hope. I remember His Excellency, the 25th President of the Republic of Liberia, George Manuel Weah, demonstrated that after the election. People had expected, that indeed he was going to be broken. No. Weah was laughing, going places, taking Joseph Boakai around. That indeed, but they face, because there are people who are sad when George Weah is sad. When George Weah cry, they will cry. When George Weah is feeling bad, they feel bad. But the moment they see George Weah celebrating, so now going forward, people say, why George Weah doing nothing? George Weah is doing nothing to give the people who want to feel sorry for him hope. To tell them, say, no, you don't feel sorry. Things are okay. Let's celebrate. He's a leader. He knows what his demeanor will mean for his followers. Some of you, I'm telling you, some of you parents, you should know that what your look will look like to your children. How do they look at you? I remember after the election, my entire family, everybody broke down and said, you ever get work to do again? Where will you go? People broken down here and there. I said, I will work. I needed to pick up and start working. And some of those things then were what took me from home. Yeah. So you see there? So some of them, you have to look at it that way. I have to pick up from whom? They can't be telling me, say, oh, the way the election have ended now, what becomes of it? Will you still go back? Because they don't understand about the politics. They don't know I'm a journalist. I'm not tied to the government. I'm not working in government. So whatever it is, but they were concerned about what will happen to me. So I'm home trying to reflect on the electoral loss and all of that. But again, when I look at the family whom they are looking at me and feeling terrible, that I'm feeling so bad, I needed to pick up. They needed to hear me again on the radio. They needed to hear me working. They needed to hear me telling them, goodbye, I'm going to work and I will come back. Those are things you do to give hope to people. You are never broken. You are never because people follow you. People are broken when you are broken. That's life. You see, every sorrow is contagious. Sometimes you don't know anybody, but you just go to a funeral, you saw somebody burst up in tears, you just started crying because you feel sorry for the person, the kind of wordings that they are crying with and weeping all over the place. You just feel so sorry. So sorrow is contagious. That's why parents would not like to appear sorrowful home, because it's contagious. Don't know what they call contagious. You know the people that know it, man. People know it. All the people that are on the client, they know what they call contagious. Sorrows are all contagious. So I just want you to know that. So we appear energetic, we appear strong, and that's it. But inward, we have our own tears, and we're sharing right within there. So we are getting there. Thanks so much to all of you for joining us right here tonight on this very day, and thank you for your support you've been giving us over the periods. And we can only say, with God, all things are possible. And we thank you for everything. We thank you for the level of support you have rendered us over the period. And I will keep saying this. Your prayers, you continue to render for us. Your data, you continue to bring, even where our signals cannot be reached to you. And for those of you who used to get our signal in parts of Montserrat County, but not, we are trying to stay repositioned. And I will certainly get to you. And with God, remember, all things will be possible with all of us. So we are grateful to the Almighty God tonight that we are here working for the good of the country. Though we may be supporters of George Weah, but the only reason we are supporting George Weah because George Weah is somebody who supports the interests of the country. So your support to Weah will obviously go to the country. So that's why you see some of us all of the time talk it, and some of us, we are giving our support to Weah because we believe our support to him will benefit the country, and not him Weah. It will benefit the country. So we choose not to support other people because we believe that our support to them will only stop with they and their family. They and their families. It will not go to the country. So as a result, we are not supporting them. And you know why? And you know who they were talking about that we're not supporting. So we are supporting people whose support, when given to them, will eventually benefit the country. We decided not to support other people because we believe strongly that our support given to them will stop in their belly. You know, they are beggars now. You know, they eat and then they go back and whatever, and that's it. So no matter what you do, it will stop with them, they and their families, they and their cronies, and whatever it is. So for some of us, we don't believe in that, right? So we are very grateful. Now, today the CDC began. In fact, people have started arriving in Grand Julia County already. And those of you who are hierarchies and officials of the party, I know some of you will start leaving. It's good you'll go and join there. But I don't want the youth league. There was a press conference they had, they giving undue relevance to Jeremiah Kuhn and that of how they call that man Zoe Penner. Can't talk about Zoe Penner there. The honor man yet. Why are you giving those guys credence as though they are anybody? They are nothing. You launch a meditation program. Those people who show up there that say there are other people who leave from villages and towns and come. There are others who choose to go on day 2. Remember, you are doing this thing for the long period. Not everybody get money. Not everybody have money to stay there for that length of period. And people will always be interested in the ending of the program than the beginning. So when gatherings have been held, you don't just interpret the success of the program on day 1 or the failure of the program on day 1. So I think the youth league this brought with that press conference saying that this, that, here, and there. Why are you jittering? There are people staying in town here. Yeah, there are people staying in town here. And they are trying their best to get over to you guys. Now everybody get hotel money in a kind of hard economy for all those days, right? If you have made a day shorter, maybe a day or 2, you have seen more people troop there because the time is short. But people say the time long. You know, like brand people, like let me know the time thing. So you made the time long from the 22nd to the 29th. All the period in between there, right? Yeah, you can make it. That program will be successful. Why are you people giving undue relevance to these people? Then I can talk about the day SYZ. You see, you sometimes you talk some things that will make you to sound self-defeating, right? It makes you to sound self-defeating, and you got to leave that. Yeah, it's strong. You guys are strong, and you're doing quite a great job. I saw the crowd. I saw what you people put up there, how the strategies have been employed. Negative strategies being employed by the Unity Party, depriving your other things here and there. Let them do it. What goes around comes around. And we are all here watching. We are all here watching. So, you see, I hate for people to give insignificant people attention. Jeremiah Kuna able to rally own people in Nima County against CDC. When George Weah appears or when CDC appear with their program, the show here alone can tell you. Then in Grand Julia County, he will get what kind of thing you're gonna be talking so? Why some of these guys can't reality? Why you can't leave the program like that? Go on with your program. You are doing great. For the mere fact that you are assembled there and then you're doing your job, do your work. Watch out and see. Then you're not talking about what they call they want that they are seeing some online platforms talking all kinds of things. What they call yeah, you give them the credit because you have press conference and say people won't attend to can't shatter the program. To can cancel the program or to can do SYZ the honor money. There's no honor money. There's no honor money in that program. Now you people won't defeat yourself and how the CDC program behave sometimes. Lofa County is arriving in Grand Julia County on Wednesday. This is an announcement that comes from the acting chair of Lofa County CDC. He said they're arriving on Wednesday. Then today you're having press conference to talk about how people do the thing. Stop that. These guys will fail miserably. That whole Grand Julia is going to shake up. Mark my words. Mark my words, I'm telling you. Other people are leaving. And what about it? You can say, go have press conference early. Can't talk about people there. Don't you acknowledge their attempt to do SYZ? Either you don't see them. But the fact that you even mentioning them, you are giving them, they will go say that they cry out, they cry. That kind of foolish human being like Jeremiah Kuhn, foolish behavior, betrayal in chief, or whatever it is, and that or that, all useless man who not even go to school, nothing in him, just being on the pool, and he didn't want, I know they call out, man, I know they say, how they call him Zoe Penner, what thing. Those kind of people, they don't need pool, and I said, you'll be saying that you'll be giving them relevance. Wow, sometimes you got to do consultations. We are here. We go help you people with consultation. Why do you have to give that man credence? To go to what? I mean, I'm begging you, man. You want to think that on day 1, everybody will go down there? Even I say if I wanted to go Grand Julia County, you think I'm going to go today? No. I wouldn't have gone today. I wouldn't have. You think I'm going to go jump down there today? No. The real crux of your program, that's why you put it at the end of it, so that the crux of it is farewell program. You know, the farewell movement of staying down there, that's when people really want to jolly. Other counties are saying that we'll arrive on Thursday. Other counties say we'll arrive on Wednesday. You having a whole week, something from 22nd to 27th, and then you having press conference mentioning the weakling's name. People who have to kill people in our country before they could become representative or senator in this country. That they're the one that you calling that name. The people get blood stains on their hands. That the people you're talking about here. Look at the bunch of people who full of blood stains, they want to always use that. These are people who are not well educated. Look at them. Look at the blend of people name you're calling. Are they really the educated people in this country? All they will do is medicine, ritual activities. That's what they do. Not like people that also go to school, we believe that we have different opportunities or whatever. I don't have to do medicine to become who I am or whatever it is. No, I just have to utilize the education that I've acquired so that it makes me what it is. The people who don't go to school, that they don't want to make medicine. They don't even believe in it. The cool you're talking about, what kind of education business in that man? Who nothing. He didn't even respect education. He even have value for it. Then you talk about Zopena again. Who don't get time for education? So what you think they will resort to doing? These are people who, when you look at every other thing, other people accusing them of killing somebody, or they want here and there, and they always clear they say, oh, some kind of way. It's up to them, it's on them. Why I say when terrible things happen, boy, you always see happy on this side, they tying them to it. Because they are not academically sound to be independent. What education does for people is to make you independent. It's to make you independent. It shows you the way, it provides you light. So these people that they are deficit, so then you giving credence to those kind of people. Then what they call, you go out press conference talking about what they call. Oh, can you imagine that? What kind of people that we have in this? You stop these things. Sometimes these concerts, you know, be rushing. You're doing all kinds of things. You stop it. It will not help you people. You gotta organize yourself, man. You want to you are we or something. You think even if you wanted to go down there today for what? To go do what? Why you're not left for people to tell you the truth? You see, one thing about me, I like to tell people the God fair truth. I let people to tell. You know, for me, especially when you can't outside, then we all will come outside and tell the God fair truth. When you put yourself outside, we'll come outside to tell the God fair truth. When you put yourself outside, when you blunder inside, we'll use the inside method to tell you the God fair truth. When you blunder outside, we'll use the outside method to tell you the God fair truth. That how people like us will looking, and people may not let go for that. Could you imagine that? The kind of people that will say that you'll be giving due relevance to. Why you say you want to? Well, man, these are people that have nobody in this country. I alone are here. I am able to break these people into pieces. I'm talking about the whole party. I'm talking about CDC. I say, Abraham God sent William, able to jump into their skeleton closets and then break them down, break their entire skeleton into pieces. I'm able to do that. Just one small thing I say about Jeremiah Kunya, the post say NSA can grab me, they might arrest me, they might do this here and there. I know how to get under these people's skin. No, let me tell you something. You gotta be strong. Don't let any little thing what they call here. No. You get sophisticated people like us, and we are here. We can shake up places. And when we say one thing the way we want to say it, it can shake people up. That we the one here sitting down here. So then you whole party, you go sit down, you go have that kind of press conference. Man, attempting. Don't even recognize their attempt. Leave them. Let them go. That your momentum will defeat that whole thing. Then in the end, now you say, despite all attempts that these human beings, because you have already disgraced them now, then you bring them to the public glare now and disgrace them right there. And then I say, despite all the attempts that these people were making. So I say, I'm a man. So that you're behind the children, son, your men, the children was successful, the children bigger than big town. Be successful against them first before mentioning their name, because by the mention of their name means you are flocking them now. But you can't go, you don't do anything and then you cry in their name. Anyway, we are certainly getting there, and with God, all things are possible. For me, I have to tell my own thing. You're not allowed to hear me talk something there, right? Yeah, but I have to tell my own thing there the way I want to talk it. You say you're going away on the 27th, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. So easy. So Saturday, the program ending. You ending on Saturday. Today is just day one. Tomorrow is the 23rd. Other people will have to reach. 24th, other people will have to reach. 25th, other people will have to reach. 26th, other people will have to reach. 27 is the climax. What more do you want? You still get more time. What your problem? Just stop. I just had to lash at your small. You know me. I thought my teenager say, oh, the AV boy over. What kind of man is it? Yeah, but when you make people that all shame, why you think when that comes out to come? What makes a man shame makes him vex. So I'm not angry, but it makes me to explode on you people. And you did a very terrible job. You leave that man a name. You don't call their name. Yeah, you leave that name. All right. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. So that's one point I just thought to talk about and pass by. Now we come back to what has been happening. And most of you, we are all grateful that we are in Liberia here. And for some of us, we follow issues. This country is for all of us. Whether you are a Unity Party partisan, whether you are a sedition, we all are Liberians. For some of us who believe that no matter what it is, we will certainly get there. We will certainly get there. Whether you like it or not, we will certainly get there. Unity Party doing anything that benefits this country, or will enjoy it. Unity Party pave road will ride on it. CDC pave road will ride on it. Anything Unity Party is doing, even if they're not to the best of our abilities, whatever, for the time being, we will enjoy it. Yeah. But the truth must be told. Take a look around you and ask yourself the question. In terms of governance, be fair enough. Forget about whether you're a Unity Party partisan or a sedition or whatever. Take out those caps. Take out those biases. And then be objective for once. Yeah. I'm not saying subjective, because subjective means you just want to be maybe with your party or whatever it is. No, I don't say be subjective. Be objective for once. Take up that. Be blunt and take a look at this country. We've gone pretty close to 3 years now under the Unity Party that has stayed in power for nearly 12, 13, 14, 15 years now. They have governmental experience. What do you think is happening to them? What do you think is going on with our country? Are things normal? Are they not educated? They are. They are educated. They went to school. In fact, the most part of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration was to take those native boys and whatever, send them to school while she was finding job for her other elite friends in the Congo community. So she was sending those children to school. Most of them went to school. But what's happening to them? What is really going on? And I'm just asking this because there are times in life where your education may fail you, where your cleverness may fail you, where your level of soundness will fail you. And some of the most troublesome moments at which that happens are the moments where, one, where you are operating on a curse, or people make medicine on you, or you make medicine on yourself, or because sometimes your own medicine can turn against you. So, either you make medicine, when I mean make medicine on yourself, that means your own medicine turn against you. Or people make medicine on you, or you are operating on a curse. Those are the three bases, fundamental bases that can make education, cleverness, I don't know what kind of soundness, everything useless. Those are the three things, three bases on which it can happen. So which one Unity Party is suitable for? It said that Unity Party people make medicine on them. Then you ask yourself question. Did they make medicine on the Unity Party people? I rule out that one clearly and say no, nobody made medicine on Unity Party people. Did the Unity Party make medicine and then the medicine have turned against them? The possibility is almost 60%. But I don't equally want to buy into that one there. Because it's true that they may have made medicine during the election time. They went to somebody, they took money from the president or whatever it is, certain thing they're supposed to do, they're not doing it. And the man say, okay, as a result of your failure, your whole government will be scatter all over the place. It will not be okay. So it could be that they want to make medicine and the medicine have turned against them. So that's why they are struggling. Now, the next thing is, which of course is the one that I bought into from day one, I always preached, is that they are operating on a curse because God did not make them. They made themselves through medicine. Now, when medicine making, no matter whether you break the medicine law or whatever, but once medicine is standing against the forces of God, then God will have to demonstrate his power. Right? If you want to make people to believe that it is God, then God will say, no, I'm not going to endorse you. Because for the mere fact that I sit back and I don't take any action as God, and whatever is happening in your life, people will take it as it is me, God, who decided and who have endorsed you. I will show myself by my conducts, by my doings, by the way things will go with you. That's how I will show myself. That's how it is. So the Unity Party have gone nearly 3 years in power. What's happening to them? In what way can we assess whether they are God-sent party or God-blessed or God-anointed or God-acceptable party or whatever it is, or government or not? Now, I can say from my own biblical inclination that indeed this is what it is. So I don't have time for that. Now, the question I'm asking here is, there are things happening in Liberia now that all point to self-defeating policies. There are a lot of things. Sometimes you ask yourself a question, why these things are happening? Why you guys are shooting themselves in the legs? The 10 million project, you ask yourself a question, was it a normal thing? No, but how God can confuse people. So when you heard that man of God said, these people are confused. Do you think it was very timely and normal? A Unity Party that have lashed at George Weah for years for building condominium, all those things, blah, 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 to come and build that info here. You think it was a normal thing? Can a normal person do that? No. But that's the confusion of God. Christ. Then you ask yourself again, what happened to the low-fat son here? Why I said the whole land grab thing, it don't come from anywhere else but info here. Joseph Boakai, area that they play Guinea, enter and then took our land. Is it very normal? Do you think it's very sound? Why Guinea? Why Guinea have to enter nowhere else in Lopa to take land, but in Foya, the home place of Joseph Boakai? Why? You care to ask yourself that question? Why you can see God working? Why you can see God working? Why you can imagine how God is working? And all things are unresolved. The Brian McGill issue. They be arresting people. We know that there's one pattern that indeed, if somebody just accuse you of rape, the first thing is arrest. Please be unbiased because it's not billable. In Brian McGill case, a different standard was put forth. Today, nothing has been resolved. Elise Henking, is it normal? Is it sound? You can ask yourself that question. Is it really sound? These are unresolved issues. There are several other things. You people can name some. Then we come down to the drug issue. Is it very normal? See how it is happening. Is it very normal? I saw the justice minister appeared for that press conference. Where is the something say? I'm coming. I'm coming. I saw the justice minister appeared for the press conference. And it confirms what I've been thinking. The appearance of the justice minister, the form and manner he appeared, it shows something different. And I will tell you that first before we go into the nitty-gritty of what already unfolding. I will tell you what we know already. What we already knew is what the justice ministry brought. There's nothing new that he brought. Things that we knew that we talk about is what he was bringing. The names that we call are the names that he's now. At first, they were taking up people to be suspect. And I told you, they wanted to put photo in front of them and take picture with them with a drug. But they put in their family, then started shouting. So you see that they started shouting and I had to stop. And I told you that one. Oh, so now it took them weeks before they now naming it as persons of interest. But you're listening to the justice minister. You know, this country is an interesting country. I will explain to you how the justice minister appeared. What signs does that show? What the means? I will show you all of that one in there so that you all will know. Because sometimes you can look at video and you don't know how to interpret the video. Yeah, you don't know how to interpret the video because you can just look. But you must have some kind of tear and God can get certain people that tear. Not everybody can get a tear now, but God can get certain people a tear for them to look at it. So at the place, all of us now will look. All of us will look right there. So let's look at the tear eye of the justice minister's press conference. The tear eye. Yeah, listen to the press conference, and then you will be able to understand. Very good. And I like for me to give evidence. Then when you see it for yourself, then all of us can sit down now, we analyze it. Yeah. So we can analyze it from how we see it. So this is it. Let's share with you. I think from page version of the Justice Minister's press conference. Or how many of you were there that day when the Justice Minister were having a press conference? How many of you or journalists or whatever were there? So I just want for you to yeah. I just look at you and laugh. People will understand some things and they will not get it well, but again, but I look at it, I just laugh. But I just watch out. Because everything that we see, we've been talking about, oh, we come here, we say we're talking in 1 year, the Justice Minister have press conference, you go talk about the drug issue, you know, all the things that we're talking. It's just by yourself. And some of us will not buy into it. We will never buy into it. So let me share with you what we have. So how many of you were there? I don't know, when was it? You know, Oswald Twe, right? Yeah, Oswald Twe. He had a press conference, and I saw it was on Friday. Yeah, I think it was on Friday. Yeah, the Justice Minister press conference was on Friday. So I just want for you to get a part very clear as we all go through it clearly, with clarity and distinction. They say clarity and distinction. And I want to say clarity and distinction. I'm about to show you, and I will show you some things. Then I will tell you what it is. I will tell you what it is. You follow this clearly. Because I like for us all to look at it and then determine how we'll be able to organize ourselves to comprehend what is brought before us, so that we all don't go around saying things that we know that we have no reason saying. People can misinterpret us and talk all kinds of things. No, we're not going to do that. All of us will look at it. All of us will interpret this video, and we'll give our own interpretation. You have your own interpretations, and we'll match everything. You will carry yours view, I carry my view, and then that's it. And then we have it together. Because this is Liberia for all of us. There are a lot of things that the Unity Party is facing and unresolving. And other things will haunt them at the ballot box. The worst are happening under the Unity Party government. Everything they ever claimed that they themselves, those things were just, you know, speculations here and there, but the actuality of those things that are happening right under their watch. Because those were speculations then, they were doing it for propaganda purpose. This time, what is the CDC doing? Nothing. God said he will fight. He will fight. He will fight for his own people. They ain't got to do anything. He say, God will fight for you. That the Israelites, I told you when they were ready to cross the Red Sea. Moses told them, say, you remain calm. Your God has assured me that you will fight for you. So why are you coming to come here for? You remain calm. You remain calm. Your God say he will fight for you. That's why you told me, that why I decided to come here. I brought you to the sea. You think I didn't know why I was bringing you here for? He said, your God say he will fight for you. You remain calm. All you need to do is to remain calm. You're going to role you have to play to remain calm. Yeah. So what the issue? You got to remain calm. You just have to remain calm. So here is it. Here is the Justice Minister's press conference. Let's start it from the beginning. I'm not interested in what he said, but let's just look at what he said around. You know, before this press conference, there were reports that the LDA boss had resigned. We saw communications flying. For me, we look at them, we review them. But again, circumstantially, you want to believe it. Directly, no, you want to doubt it. Not rule out that, but just doubt it. But circumstantially, you want to believe it. If you build your own circumstantial understanding or just the puzzles, right? You will want to believe it. That yes, it is true, it happened. Circumstantially, that's what I'm saying. You know that it happened. But directly, because we get direct evidence and we have circumstantial evidence. So that's why I'm saying circumstantially. Circumstantially, you want to believe it. Because when it says circumstantially, you can just look at activities evolving or whatever happened. The happenings can tell you that indeed, though we may not know directly what happened, but the way the events happen, the way the kind of thing happen, they may pass here so and so time, they thing happen. Those are the circumstances they can just look at. Happenings, events, unfoldings. They can just look at it and say, yeah, you did it. Yeah. You now got to tell yourself or say, no, I was not there at that time. Please, Alaba. You say, I was not there at that time. I didn't go there at that time. Whatever it is, they lie on me. I was not there. Though I went there, but there was no time. I even visited the area. They can even go check the fingerprints on the place there and see whether my fingerprint would be there. Though I was there, but I didn't do it. You know, those are the kind of things that you got to look at now to clear yourself. Oh, when circumstantial evidence not tie you, you got to look for something to tell yourself for yourself. That's how the Lord looking. So you got to know all of that. So circumstantially now, why are the circumstances surrounding this? We heard about the LDA boss resignation. What are things that gave us clue to want to believe that which happened? One, the LDA boss had not been involved with the latter stage of these investigations. One, the drugs were taken from the LDA's jurisdiction under the LDA's control, and of course the principal and statutory authority responsible for the investigation of drugs-related issues. They took the drug from the LDA office, they carried it to the Liberia National Police headquarters. That's one. It tells you something is wrong somewhere because leadership is lacking. So they said they put it on a joint security. Joint security will have had convergence and whatever it is. You have a good storeroom, a warehouse for the LDA. That's why it's there for. So why they have to take the drug from there and carry it to the Liberia National Police headquarters? They agreed that they even wanted to have their meetings at the Liberia National Police headquarters as joint security. Why they have to take it from there? That's point one. Two, the LDA boss had not been involved with the investigation himself. Right? So we've been hearing these speculations. LDA boss want to resign for this, blah, blah, blah. And have been no statement coming up to counter that which has been spilled out there. So we look at it from that perspective and say, okay, let's watch again and see. Okay, maybe because the president have said the joint security here and there, then the justice ministry, the justice minister will now take leadership because the justice minister is the head of the joint security, especially when they converge. So the justice minister will take leadership in that. So we look at it again, what they call it, but the one that really convinced us now is on the day of the press conference. On the day of the press conference, the LDA boss was nowhere around. I don't know where he is, whether he out of the country or he and Gregory went together. Where is Gregory, by the way? I mean, who let plenty talking business? Everything he put his inside when a fire incident, he had press conference. When I did other thing, he had press conference. Gregory come out all over the place. When is the Gregory Mayor who let talking plenty and going on TikTok, talking all over the place? Where is he? We can't see him. Gregory let talking better that you don't want anything happen. When I see him, even the hosting the people to a place there, to a office there, he not having prayer conference there to say, no, the joint security is just meeting here to provide, he buying all over. At the time now you can see Greg will look for some kind of thing to get for press conference. To just say, you are seeing the presence of the security here, you are seeing the presence of the drug here. It's because the joint security is dealing with these issues here and they want the public to remain calm. You have heard Gregory talking there with Gregory. Gregory. They say, what is Greg? They get some kind of water they call Greg water. I don't know. You're not drinking that one before? That water that they call it Greg water. Greg water. Gregory water. In fact, what they call Greg water. Where is Greg? So where is Greg in the wake of all these things are happening? Where is Greg? We want to know where is Greg. So on the day of the press conference, something happened. And what we are interested in sharing with you tonight. Something happened. And for me, I will always tell you people, we're not in a country here to can hire anybody or to can say the other man did the SYZ, blah, blah, blah. No, we are not into that business. We are not into that business. We are into the business of telling the truth and opening the eyes of our people to things that we know are unfolding in our country so that they will see reason to believe in us. We are not here to deceive them. So I'm about to play the press conference so that you get it. When you get it now, then we can now proceed with whatever it is. So let's get to the press conference. I'm about to share that with you now. Wow. Okay. So let me do something here because my other Stuff is very slow. Very slowly. Okay, so let me see here. Let's get a quick. Okay, here we are. Here we are getting there very, very quick now. We are certainly getting there. With God, remember, all things are possible. Anyone can tell you? I didn't say all things are positive. I say all things are possible. It is possible that JMB and HMN will be involved. It is possible that they are not involved. It is possible. All things are possible. I always told you, right? I didn't tell you people that all things are positive. I said all things are possible. So I always tell you people that. And we are getting there. And with God, all things are possible. So let's get there. This is where we are getting tonight. How many of you saw the video? The press conference video on Friday. So let me narrate small before I play the video. So the Justice Minister walks in, and one who have expected from the first press briefing after the president announced the joint security, we had expected that the first press briefing, the Justice Minister were being flanked by all the state security forces or the state security authorities who make up the joint security to be flanked by them, so that it is proven or it shows that indeed these people are speaking in one accord on that day. They say update. After the president announced, that was the first update from the joint security. Remember, the Justice Minister have said he can't say anything now unless XYZ, blah, blah, blah. They will say what they call it. Why you told the senators, right? And I told you right after the Justice Minister, the president had I said the Justice Minister did not have to speak before the president. He needed to just tell the people, say you were not appearing, and the president was about to speak to the nation. I told you people that they needed to do that. And I said that, right? And I said it was an error on the part of the Justice Minister to have appeared ahead of the president's State of the Nation address, or sorry, not State of the Nation, State of Cooking Affairs address. So that the State of Cooking Affairs address. So ahead of the president's State of Cooking Affairs address, Justice Minister never had to appear down there. I said I want to. So this was the first on Friday. This was the first update from the joint security since the president told them to do their job. Now, that first is supposed to have demonstrated togetherness, uniqueness, cohesiveness of the entire joint security in Liberia. And all of them are going to be seated while the Justice Minister is speaking, because there was the first update where they were going to be calling names. But the Justice Minister, see how he appeared. See how he appeared. You are seeing it now. I want to say, see how he appeared that day. I'd like for you to look at it and see for yourself. Because remember now, when we tell you, oh, Abi told the other one, Abi go on the other side, go to the other one. What thing I talk? Yeah, you can tell that I know. I don't just talk like that. No, I don't just talk like that. I'm a very good guy who will not come to lie to you people and tell you a different thing. I may get my own problems I'm faced with, but I don't let those problems to take me away from telling you people the truth. You will always learn the truth and know the truth and live by the truth. Yeah, you will always learn it, know it, and live by the truth. So I want for you to consider what they call. You look at this video that I'm about to play for you. Do your own analysis. I told you what was expected. What was an obvious expectation. In fact, there is something we call legitimate expectation. Legitimate expectation is an expectation that is grounded, that is sound. That was a legitimate expectation that the Justice Minister were being flanked by the NSA boss, the AFL chief of staff, the immigration boss, the LDA boss, the Liberia National Police boss. All these people, then are the joint security people in there. Now, who else again? I didn't name. And the joint security there that we have here. Yeah, and the joint security. So all of them supposed to be in that meeting. Now, hop, then they're ready now to address. But that era, at the Justice Minister alone, something is wrong somewhere. Because they play the team reach now, it's too embarrassing. And even some of them want for their faces to be on camera that they sat down right there and that blunder is being made. You can see that the Justice Minister's appearance that day, he was a total disappointment to the public because he didn't say anything that the public did not know. When you say update, it should be different from what people already know. I want you to understand what I'm saying. You're getting the points, right? You're getting the points. You get the points. I don't want for you to be what they're calling. It was expected. Okay, fire service. Thank you so much, Paris Slobet. Fire service and all. Everybody's supposed to be there. This is it. So every one of them needed to be there. All of them, they boycotted that. To the extent that to confirm and to validate the speculation out there about the LDA boss resignation. The LDA boss was not present, that his deputy was present down there. An empty hall of joint security press conference. An empty hall, an empty conference room of the joint security press conference since the president dedicated this entire investigation, not only to the LDA, but the entire joint security. They were not present in total. This is it. And I'm about to share with you so that you get it. This is it. So let's follow up on it. And this is it. This is the minister. This is Tappen. See up there. You see here, this is the chief of the my own friend. This is the LDA boss. Right there. That's all. So you listen to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the Ministry of Justice.
So my boy,
Attorney General will address this major press conference. You are welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Minister.
Okay, you listen to him.
Good afternoon.
It's too short. You listen.
Fellow Liberians.
I see my man, Maswell. How you go? How's that bridge here? Yeah. If I
The Joint National
Security man.
Comprising the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, the Liberian National Police, National Security Agency, and other relevant security agencies, including the Executive Protection Service, the Financial Intelligence Agency, the Liberian Immigration Service, the Customs Authorities, Airport Security, the Ministry of Justice, to conduct a comprehensive criminal investigation into the decision of a property
the mandate that was given him.
7.6 kilograms of
Yeah.
cocaine.
Go ahead, Papa. I think about a clearer one I will play. I will get a clearer one and I will play. So it is I don't know why it is so I kind of way terrible. Oh, you think on blank that we one of the
airport. Since its activation, the task force has commenced an intensive evidence-driven investigation aimed at establishing the complete chain of criminal responsibility associated with shipment. Investigators have conducted formal interviews, secured documentary and electronic evidence, identified additional investigative leads, and initiated actions aimed at locating
Okay, so I think the video is giving you a little bit of challenge. So the video is giving you a bit of challenge. So let's try to see whether we can find another one to replace it. Yeah, so that we get on point. This one is giving you a little challenge. Let me get it from page. I think it goes for 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Yeah, okay, yeah, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So let me just get it from page stop so that we can get the better version of it.
The Joint Investigative Task Force commenced operations and interviews. The interviews conducted thus far have generated significant evidentiary leads. They have revealed the complex network of individuals connected to the movement, handling, processing, screening, storage, and the technical shipment of the cargo that was ultimately discovered to contain cocaine. And based upon evidence gathered to date, including witness testimony, cargo documentation,
Okay.
records, and preliminary investigative findings.
Mm-hmm.
The joint are designated the following individuals as persons of interest. 1. Philly Euro, who's the security
So I want for you to get something.
law enforcement partners. These collaborative efforts remain critical to ensuring a comprehensive investigation and the successful identification of all persons and entities connected to this matter. Witnesses' testaments, cargo documentation, operational records.
Now let me tell you people something as he's speaking. Sorry, like I tell you, I'm not too interested in what they are saying because they are saying what we already knew. Hey, let me tell you something. I just try to give you lead to some of these things. You saw an empty conference room of joint security first. In fact, task force first, because you call it joint security task force. Task force first update since the president constituted it. All of them they stay away because some of them are not happy with what's coming up. You think the guys are fools? You think Prince Charles Johnson he get a wife and children and in spin or whatever it is? They want a kind of international thing to be tango around them. These people know what it is. They know exactly what's going on. The justice minister is now left there to do it. Why you think the LDA boss decided to stay away? For whatever reason. He have not been involved. Since they talk about resignation here and there, people will go clean out. Oh, Cohen is there, not true. Have we seen any total disclaimer from him? Whatever he has ever really any official position, whatever it is? No. He doesn't let it play out by himself because he's not going to come pour himself here and there. You see that empty out there? Look at how the government is showing total guilt and how their hands caught up in this thing. The LDA in the first place did not discover this whole thing about this drug. It was the airport security officer. Rebel says them that they don't want to say will not take bribe. We'll call the LDA, they will consider the thing. Now the LDA did the drug bust. No, the airport security officers. And why? That's what they were being paid for. They did their job. They did their job. Okay, the American government decided to take the LDA and the Liberian government. Good, brilliant. Why is it that the officers, the staff, who decided and discovered and decided not to take bribe, and decided to expose this to the national government, for which today they are taking siege and they are now conducting invest? Why is it they are not telling the guys thank you? Why didn't think they had expected that the justice minister would have said, we thank our hard-working men at the Ramos International Airport, security personnel who were able to discover the syndicate and reported and called in the drug enforcement agency. So why they didn't say it? Because they're angry with the people. The government is angry with these people. The guys deserve to have been celebrated for the work that they did at this kind of press conference. Same work that they did not do. The justice minister also did not do. At this first major press conference, we are about to name people. You are naming people and you are not commending people. You are about to name people for the first time, but you are not commending people. You are not telling people thank you. People who said no will not take bribe. But you are investigating other people whom you said attempted bribing. But the people who refuse the bribe, you are not telling them that they'll thank you for doing your job and calling our attention to this. You didn't do that. To tell you that the government is not happy. The next thing that got the justice minister did at a press conference, we agree. Oscar Brown for him, whatever it is, yes, he was alleged because he was at a conference. And while the police were coming back, he decided to stay. So you can say that kind of man, he's alleged. Emmanuel Zion. Why you think they dragged it for 1 week so that Emmanuel Zion then will leave the country? They told Oscar then to run away. Poor King. Now that place now will come in now. Poor King. And this is very much important. Poor King. Let's discuss the poor King man. Let us discuss this poor King man. And I want for us to get to the bottom of this poor King man thing. Yeah, let's get there. You know, when we are saying things in this country, people don't get it. Poor King. Let's get to poor King. Paul King was not in country when this whole thing was discovered. According to accounts that is in the know of the investigating panel, the LDA get one probably got Myanmar or something on Myanmar or something Myanmar or something. I think I interacted with him before during certain investigation. I interacted with him before. There's this guy they call Philip Yo. I did mention his name the first time I was narrating who all the SYZ. I told you that Philip Yo went there and he said his boss told him that they will be able to find something for the guys in the neighborhood of 500 or 400 so that they will just get the people consignment back to them. That his boss he was talking about, which of course I mentioned that Philip Yo came because he's the security manager for NLS and GLS, NAS, right? Not NAS, NAS not there, GLS. So he the one was there. Let me tell the chief off so that we tell the thing clear. So he the one was there at the time. You're listening. He arrived, and I said he arrived at the time. The accounts, because these testimonies that they are giving here and there are people in the room and other people hearing it. I haven't heard from Philip. I tried to even contact some of them. I haven't even gotten to them. The accounts is that, in fact, they called that Paul King place. Paul King was not in country. So that why when the justice minister said the man was alive, the man was not in country. The man was not alive. You have never said that you want the man of interest and whatever the man was in America when nothing happened. It was Philip who had played. In fact, the consignment arrived at the Roberts International Airport on Friday. The consignment was never processed because Philip, being the security manager for GLS, accordingly said that when they went to do their own security screening, the weighing of the consignment, they saw discrepancy from what it is. They said it had over 200 and some more, and of course they have 119 or something from that. The discrepancies were there. So he contacted Express Handling Services boss, one Abdullah, and Abdullah B. Abdullah. This contract manager for Express Handling Services, and said, "Oh, the consignment you brought here, there is discrepancy. We are experiencing discrepancies in the weight of it. So you have to rectify it." And Abdullah led Dre. Then he said, "Oh yeah, we'll rectify it. We'll send the correct one. We'll send the correct one." They didn't send the correct one until on Sunday when the consignment finally they said, "Oh yeah, we are sending the correct one now." When they were trying to screen it to have it on board, this was when they discovered what happened. But first, it passed. But the same issue about the discrepancy was still there. It passed. One of the Roof lady. Roof was there with one Mohammed. Mohammed is the security manager at the screening area. He was there. So Mohammed, Roof saw the dent in it. And according to the standard operating procedure, that if you are screening something, you know, some of you have traveled to the airport report, right? So now they will pass with your bag, right? They will tell you, say, "Okay, your bag will pass." Then some of your bag, then they will tell you, say, "You take the other bag now." Then they will do physical screening. It is saw any dark something inside that they couldn't identify. At that point, they will put your bag aside and then tell you, say, "Please open your bag. Let's check inside." Then the bag will open. They will check inside because something dark was there the time you were passing through the screening area. So it went there first. Roof then clear it. Who told Roof to clear? Roof saw the dark side. Informed Mohammed. The Mohammed may have gone to sit there. Manager, but he sat there for that one to pass, for that screening to be done on those things. So the screening was done. And Roof saw the dark thing and he told Mohammed, he said, "But that's something we need to do, physical screening." Then Mohammed said, "No, just let it go." But as God could have it, it still had dent on it, and the issue of the discrepancy was not settled. So it was held there. After Abdullah, right? Yeah, after Abdullah. So it was held there. It was held right there. So they brought it back. Now it was cleared. During the screening now, at that point now, River says, then all of them, they were there. So they saw it and said that something is wrong. We need to open it. When they want to open it, in fact, before they can open it, they got to call the consigner because you got to be present like they will always do to you. right? They will tell you, say, oh, who got a suitcase here? Please come. You'll be right there and they open it right in front of you. So the consigner, Emmanuel T. Zion, came, and Ruth said, oh, it looks like you can walk with your name. Oh, Emmanuel came. Emmanuel was right there. How did Emmanuel leave the country for which they say he's alive? How did Emmanuel leave the country? Why did the LDA, when they went there and saw it, the first time they saw that drug, why did they arrest Emmanuel King, Emmanuel T. Swain the very day? Why the LDA did not arrest Emmanuel T. Swain the very time they appeared there and they saw it that it was drug? Instead, they decided to say, be the drug here, we'll come back tomorrow for us to get it. Why they did not arrest the consigner right there? Why they didn't arrest the consigner right there? Emmanuel T. Swain. Yeah, no, sorry. Emmanuel T. Swain, my big brother, sorry. Emmanuel Swain, sorry. Emmanuel T. Zion. Why they never arrested Emmanuel Zion that day? Because you saw the drug already. They call you, you open it, you saw the drug, and you saw it's drug-related issue. The LDA saw it. Why the LDA did not say, who owns it? Okay, my man, you are pressing your what they call here and there. You and your consignment or whatever it is will owe you on an expertise. Why they let him there? Why they decided to let Emmanuel T. Zion to leave the country? Because big hands were involved. So when they saw it now, the how can they call GLS? Now, Philip is the security manager who was not even there, but he came in. And then when he went there, he placed a call to Paul King. He said, Mr. King, there are discrepancies in this thing that we have right here. And something relating to consignment, drug issue, yeah, and there are people talking about it. Then he told Philip, he said, go to the men and talk to them. We can find out something, and then we'll look for the consignor, the person who carried it. You had to get the man and something, you had to carry right back. Because that consignment was taken from this man's house, Paul King's house, and the place it came from. He said, we'll find something for them. How you heard Philip talking about, oh, my boss man said he will be able to. He said he was on speaker. In fact, the phone was on speaker. Everyone else there know that the phone was on speaker when Paul King was talking about how he would just find something for the guys so that they can just get the man and consignment and carry back. At the time, Emmanuel Zion has Chile. He has left from there already in Chile. So Philip is still asking Paul, who do we talk to? Who own these things? Because we are not seeing Emmanuel Zion there. He gave contacts to Philip to call. Philip will call the other contact, the other person will be up. Philip apparently called one of the contacts, and that contact was able to answer. And with no sound behind it on the highway, he said, oh, I'm on the highway, yeah, and then just call a phone. And that phone has not been reachable up to date. Then later on, accordingly, accordingly, later on, Philip noticed that Paul King, knowing that all the people normally that they were sending, they were not reaching here and there, blah, blah, blah. Paul decided to now delete messages that he was now having between him and that of Philip. So he was deleting it. So Philip was smart. So Philip was able to screenshot the numbers that he sent. So if they check in Philip's phone, which of course they took all of them from there, they will see the deleted messages from Paul N. It is not Philip that was deleting. Paul King was now deleting those messages because he believed that the whole thing has failed. They are now exposed. That record is there. The guys have it. They know about it. They know exactly. So for the justice minister to come and say, oh, Paul King is Allah. No, Allah. He was not Allah. And the reason why you see Paul King straight is when they say he was Allah. The U.S. Embassy and the international partners say, the two people say the man is Allah. Okay, they say he Allah. Okay, we use our diplomatic channels and whatever it is. And here in America, we know how to get him back. How you declare the man Allah? You haven't even said that you are invited the man or whatever it is for questioning that you will come in country. You just declare the man Allah. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely. You just lied. Because all they have thought was Paul King is gone. They will not be able to create a link. Oscar is already told to fly away. Emmanuel T. Zion is also gone. So they are safe. So as a result, these bad players are here. That is bad players now, they say they are pressing of interest. That they the one now we have. The rest of the other people, they not run away. They not run away. All these people you're orchestrated, they are running away. And you will bring them back to this country and we'll have to know what happened. Thank God Paul King is here. All the numbers that he sent to Philip, then you tell who are the contacts that he sent to Philip. In fact, the NSA and the other people should have these numbers. They'll be able to trace people numbers that Paul King was sending to Philip, the security manager. They want to trace it. They want to know. They want to know it. Who are beyond no consignment. And so the CCTV thing or CCTV camera footage or CCTV going
anything you on the station, tell me on the soldier, the people such a more. Because so when
Okay,
they get here,
okay.
they beat somebody.
We got your point.
I said, who said I'm gonna get it from? Go with the sponsor one of it.
Certainly.
God bless
We
you,
hope,
sir.
we hope that the truth be known. We want to know who is who and whatever it is. Yeah.
I'm not here, but I call them, I say, I'm
Yeah.
sitting here in the spirit.
Okay.
Everybody here, they trust. They will bring up with you.
We want to know who is who.
The people.
You're right.
God bless you.
Okay. You're most welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
my
I'm
brother.
very soldier. I feel the way.
There you go.
God bless you.
All right, so let's get to the lines and interact with your callers right here on this very die. The female lines will do for us. Right here, let me see whether we can get onto the female lines and get some things happening. But you people will have to be very, 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 very. All right, so we'll get to the female lines, but let me pick this one first. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, hello, brother Ibi.
Good evening. How you doing?
Yeah, now I'm fine. Oh, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank God for life.
Okay. You know, I'm calling from Grand Bassa. I'm James here.
Okay.
You know, Ibi, God said we shouldn't fight one another. But those that were fighting the past government, they will pay for what they had done. You know, when you see anything, people overlook it. But like grandpa will listen. He told the people during the time of the election, they never listened because they said they saw heaven coming for them. So heaven will bring hell will bring disgrace for them, and they disgrace here. So all that then is but he didn't run the way. But then one more.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening to the life. Sound pleasing to many ears.
Oh, you got to say things that will sound decent. It may not be pleasing, but decent.
No,
Go ahead.
it's different. It is different and it's good for the four movement, the four march of Liberia.
All right, go ahead, Chief. Go ahead. Hello? Yeah, we're listening. Go on quickly, please.
Okay, the issue of the job, Liberia should not be turning around. When it moves like dog, it sounds like dog, it is a dog. This president is highly involved with justice. So therefore, if justice investigation, after maybe international program here.
So what makes you think he's involved with drugs? What makes you think of that?
Number one, it is clear that Sekou Hussein Douglas at the people of Monrovia was convicted in America for just felony and armed
news to me.
And that information was brought before our part before you could appoint the mayor as a boss at our Freeport. He insisted on getting the mayor as a boss. Number two, the company called Private 4. Private 4 is a company that is, the CEO of Private 4 is, he's also implicated in a just issue. Private 4 was being given a contract, a legal contract by the government to do road from Simple Bridge to the border of Sierra Leone. Prayers of the same fellow flock together. What it is that our president.
So now why we have to wait now? Then when the investigation is conducted, we'll see whether these people are linked. Then we can now link maybe the president. Hello, how you doing? Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello.
Go ahead, Rudy.
Hello. Hello.
Rudy, can you go on?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, AB. Let me appreciate you and greet the people of Lofa County. You see, AB, today I got disappointed in my stories in Grand Jide County. And I think that should not happen. The one could not be all win for us. And the fear of the gathering of CDC had made even the vice president to leave the national duty to go to Grand Jide, and that was open, who had done nothing for that country. But I think people have to be sure this door is strong and it will pass. But you see, the issue of the drugs issue, That's why when people yesterday say every drug that came in this country was former President Weah. But then today, people don't want us to say that it is President Boakai. Because the lives have not been erased. And God is just bringing everything they did in their own way to destroy the country, to destroy the image of this group of human being God created as just we are. And that's why the entire saga, nothing will give from it because they are aware of every setup. You think Brussels Airlines will come up with kind of drugs without the notice of the leadership of this country, without the notice of the authorities of the airport? Who is giving the information? Who is giving information to Martin Colley that is coming out? That simply shows that the entire area is not contaminated. Nothing will get from this. It will just be in a Liberia way. The Liberia, the same drugs issue, they have been bringing for months to months to years. So 2024 to this person, there will be no achievement. We will just talk and they will sit on it. They will do comparison at the end of the day. And that's why this country, under these people, will go nowhere. Because you say you want to make a change and the change that you call for, you are afraid to do that. But rather, instead of doing the rightful thing, you are on the blame game. Fair is on the side. Thank you very much, brother. Have a better night.
All right. Thanks, boss, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, please go on. Let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, my concern has to do with the NSA. NSA been working hard in this country since the government came out. Why it comes to the drug issue, the fellow get wet like chicken, rain big chicken. Or it had to catch other poor children and fed their board that every time they can be active.
You say what thing? To catch other poor children and do what thing to their board?
And fed their board that the only time they can be active. Let me get to the bottom of the drug business. This is why government paying them. This is what after paying them the huge amount of money they're eating and they're getting fat. Let them do their work. They must not sit down. Let them wake up. Or be here inside the able to affect their board so they can go after the people. In a popular children, then they strong. Let them do something, man. Teach your life. Let them do something. We're backing them. Let them do something. Thank you.
All right. Let's hear from the next caller. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, boss. Go on. Let's listen to you.
Thank you very much. This is J. Henry Nine. I call you from Kenya.
Okay, go on.
You know, the guy Jagnes at the Hongo. They are playing with this thing, and the Americans are ready for them. And to be brutally frank with you, they will be disgraced. This is the last point they have reached. Let them watch and see. Thank you very much.
Hey guys. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello, let's hear from this caller. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello, please go on. Hello? Wow. Could you imagine? Hello? Let me get on to the... Yeah, go ahead. We get to you.
Okay.
Bossman, sorry, please. Hello, how are you doing? Let's get on to the next call. Hello?
Thank you very much. Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you very much. Ebi, I'm Spencer Mohammed in a call from town, Coast Spoon Hill, Wingtown community, and a member of Concerned Liberian for Justice. Ebi, thank you very much for your excellent deliberation. And what you were just saying is what my mind have been drawn to. And what am I saying, Ebi? Ebi, let this be known to every Liberian that this drugs in question was never arrested at the port of entry into our country. This drugs was brought into Liberia and he slept here, it was parceled and distributed before being arrested at the point of exit. Meaning, the number of drugs that came to Liberia, no one is yet to know about it. But what our intel is telling us, that nearly 500 million worth of drugs is what the government brought into this country. That's why you are seeing drugs being arrested everywhere. The likes of Foya, in Joseph Nimo Brakai home, in Brewerville, every looks and corner of Liberia, drugs is being arrested because of the huge quantity of drugs that President Brakai and his government brought into our country. This is what we are hearing, and this is scary for our country. Not especially for a president who campaign on job creation, a president who campaign that he was going to end drugs. For drugs to be everywhere in our country is very scary, and we need to call him. President Brakai, we implore you to be honest and do the refugee. If it is any member of your government that brought the quote-unquote, 500 million worth of drugs into our country, you must do the honorable thing and bring that person to justice so history can remember you. Thank you very much, Evie, for always giving us the opportunity to contribute to national development. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Spencer. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Evie.
Postman, you shows. Hello, how you doing? Go
Hello,
ahead.
Evie.
Yeah, go ahead. Listening.
Yeah, that Joseph Braga is just resolved first of all, and Joseph Braga stay dancing with the devil. So Joseph Braga continue to dance with the devil, taking for his time giving me.
Okay. Oh. Hello, how you doing? Hello. We expect a better updates now. Hello, how you doing? Thank God Paul King is here. And the man who the drug came from his house and went to the airport. So we didn't need anything. So that Imaya Zion carried there or he knew what on it. So no problem. Paul King will tell us everything. Except they want for us to know now. Hello, how you doing? Hello? But they are not, did they arrest him in fact? Hello? Yeah, go ahead. Sound you sounded too faint. Brother call. Let me get on to the next call. Hello, how you doing? Hello? 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 Yeah, please go on. Let's listen to you. I don't know what's happening to your line. It's too terrible. Sorry, my brother. It's the network, maybe from your end. So I can't be blamed on me, but you, please. So let's see whether we can rectify some of the problems with it.
Are you getting me?
Yeah, we're getting you now. Go on.
I say my name is Maurice Fofana. I'm calling from Douala Barazwa community.
Barazwa community. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Abi, Joseph Braga, they are the problem for this country. Because they are go all around in this country, in other countries, and they can't find money. This is the reason why they decided to use the drugs so that they can make money and steal our money in this country. There are rules. So they decide they can't do all over, they can't get money, they decide to use drugs. Those drugs they're talking about, not small money. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah. So that's my input.
All right. Thanks for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
This is Mono Guitar, member of the Solar Movement. I say your day, bro, Eddie. Thank you very much for the privilege, bro, Eddie. You know, bro, Eddie, the government issue whatsoever thing they did to the past administration. That God is self that exposing the people today. You think that the bimbo that you know party may be opposition did, bro, Eddie, today we can hear about trust issue under the administration. And if they just will walk to our seaport for them straight to the airport of Monrovia, the ABD drug issue is not just today, it's that. The operation they are there on, or just decide to expose them because they are taking all over the country. They try to mess all of people's children up and they want me Liberia to be a drug base for all the country. So we're calling on the international community to really carry on serious investigation of our own government because our country needs a sport, bro, AB. You know, Liberia always making history. The last time we hear that Liberia declare war on Germany. Today we are hearing that Liberia are declared drugs all the country, bro, AB, because the drug are going out of the country. It's quite disappointing, bro, AB, where people talk about education, and people talk about integrity, people talk about, connection to the world. Today, President Joseph Nima Brakai are being present for Liberia. People are barely eating in the country. Every day when we got no good news for our country. So President Joseph Mabaka, how really doing the draw issue? Send the issue started for AB every day plan suspect. So now we don't want no suspect. We want those who carry the drugs to the airport. The government have to inform the Labuan people. Yesterday when it happened, they said that former president.
But you plan suspect before they can prosecute you. You got to be suspect before the prosecute you. He said, "Don't be suspect."
But AB, plan suspect, you get come to Labuan people almost going to 2 weeks. We want to see the main duo. The person that took the drug to the airport. From the seaport here to the airport, but AB, you cannot be tweeting that day. And President Joseph Mabaka get acting that they are not know anything about the local drug issue, but the word knowledgeable about those Akela and the local drug to the airport. Let it be sure for the people.
All right, thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that. Yeah, first suspect now, then you go for
Yeah, this is Mohammed Ifukana.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know, my more really full.
Why?
Let me be frank about Unity Party. Unity Party yesterday they were telling we the Liberian people that CDC were, you know, making the children to be, you know, living to a greater. Like CDC were bringing jobs in this country, making youth of Liberia getting crazy, have a job. So our motive for what to hear today is like Unity Party, they are the one that bringing jobs in this country. You know about that? I get more to say. We need to tell Liberian people that they should open.
But how do you tie the government to it? How do you tie? Because we haven't known yet whether those people are directly linked to the government or they are working in government. We don't know yet. All it means we are following. Yeah, but we haven't called the name of any government official or so forth yet. Everyone else, the private people doing their thing then yet, as far as we are concerned.
They don't want to laugh to themselves because now Liberian people, we know that like Unity Party doing it. Joseph Waka's son, me I know Tata who very well. Now even I see Tata with my eyeball. Right to looking at it, they have a certain problem. One they get from record. Every Friday they also kind of get Takunjina, Christian, they also have students. I know that are good, very good. They make some big job here. You don't know, man. The message is a big job deal.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. But he hasn't been arrested by the LDA or so forth. But I'll leave that one. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Please go on. Let's listen to you.
Yeah. Thank you for your topic, bro. If this is funny, 1 million, we have a follower of everyone working with.
Carry go on, Chief.
Thank you. Bro, Ebi, really, our country has sent to diarrhea through jobs. Our country has go down the drain. Our country has collapsed. Today, our country has rolled in the mud, in the garbage, because they, for the 8-year-old man, lied to the Liberian people that when he can, he will eradicate jobs. Today, John Weah have been vindicated from all the allegations that the people placed against him. They said that he was bringing jobs in this country. Look at our country today. Look at Mama Liberia today. Mama Liberia has become a drug and distribution country. They have become exporting jobs from country to country today. Look at Liberia. How Liberia looking? Look at the west. Look at the east.
Okay.
Look at the north today of Liberia.
Right. Okay.
Everything is heavily scattered.
Cardi.
So, but Ebi, I don't know what we'll do, but this country will pray to God for the calamity to move from over us.
Okay.
Because nothing good will get from all of it for the 8-year-old man.
All right. Thank you, Cardi. We appreciate that. Funny, Cardi. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is Leandro from Tinker Village.
Tinker's Village. Let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, this is my first time calling on this line, but I'm a regular listener.
Okay, thanks so much. Welcome. Go on.
Thank you for the topic discussion. I can remember one of the FDA, the law made a statement that the branches of government are fully involved, so we're going to give them hard time to control everything. is what we are witnessing today.
Okay.
You cannot get government can highly investigate the drug issues now. Looking for people that are not really laying the agent to get them for. Thank God that the national committee involved. All of them have answered questions. As we learn, it's not the first time speaking to drugs as the means is given to the cargo. Over, we have been going there 2 and 3 times. So thank God that we are all listening to them on the resolve, accepted resolve from the international community. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We are certainly getting there. With God, remember, all things are possible. And we'll certainly get there, whether you like it or not. This one will do. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. So, cousin?
Yes, please go on, boss.
How you doing, Chief?
Great. Quickly.
This is Rufus. And I want to just say this to you. I'm a regular listener to your programs. And you are called one time at the time you were to Freedom.
Okay, thank you, Rufus.
But let me just give you information because some of us, we know some of the things that can happen. Plenty things that people can tell you. Well, most of the time I will be testing you so you can know what I'm telling you today. It comes from the battleground of this government that came to spoil Liberia.
Okay.
If you can remember that the President Wakai went all in those places meeting with a draw or the drug allies of the ICO Africa. Everywhere that man went to go visit, you don't go there for Liberia contact. This man, his first step taken from Liberia to go in that identical place that he went without, or I don't know, say Ayama man, they went to do all drugs contact. The first contact, yes, I will want to test you all.
No, but just test me because when I get a clear
me,
phone in there, just test me, then we'll be able to talk that one. Yeah. Because they want you to talk, you say, what do you call Yama? What do you call Yama?
No, we said Miami, something like that.
Bahamas or Miami?
Okay.
Bahama, the Ghana president?
I will give you the rightful names.
Okay.
It's a true story that I'm giving you.
No, I just want to get a name too now. You know, I always say you lying, but I just get an organ name and yeah.
Yeah. So these are the first money they ever gave them. It was
for the Bahama people now. For the Bahama people now, they put a gave money.
It's across Alice on the whole world.
Okay, no, that one there now. So they just what I want to just tell me the information there so that two or all will confirm it. Then we can bring it outside now to the people so that they can see it. All right, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight, right here on this very day. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that indeed we've been here tonight. And thanks so much. Praise. And Gedru J.D. Williams says she's heading to Zulu Escape. And of course, Zwedru. And people are leaving now and of course hitting up for Zwedru Grangeria County. And of course, today is not the definition of the CDC's program, the Mediterranean Week. And the plan, watch the days to come. And you will know what we know. Thanks so much to all of you for the time until we are back here, God willing, with another edition of the show. My name is Abraham Godsend. We want to have a pleasant